everyone, I'm Courage and welcome to the Answer the Call podcast. Join me in this safe space as we talk about everything from faith to leading a healthy lifestyle to relationships. After this episode, you'll be one step closer to answering the call God has for you. Enjoy! Hi everyone, welcome back to the Answer the Call podcast. My name is Courage. I am your host. And first, I want to apologize for being gone for so long. Y'all, this year has just been so crazy. A lot of ups and downs and learning about myself, and we're not even fully 3 months into the year. So this episode is just for us to catch up with life and everything that's going on and to set some priorities. Okay. I don't even have any notes here. I'm just gonna let the Holy Spirit move through me and just help me articulate what I need to say today during this episode. So before we get started, just thank you so much for clicking this episode, whether you're watching on YouTube or listening on any podcast platform. I just really appreciate that you are taking the time out to hang out with me. So just make sure you rate the show on any platform and you like and subscribe to our channel on YouTube, and then you follow us on Instagram and TikTok because a lot of the behind the scenes and small little snippets are going to be posted on there. So with that being said, you guys, this year, 2024 has been the most insane year so far. Like everything is just moving so fast, you know? And I honestly, I've lost myself in the process because I thought I was prepared. I thought I was prepared for what this year was going to bring. And come to find out that I'm really not. I'm really not. So, just so many different things. Like, first off, I'm actually dating now. Oh my gosh, so exciting. Yay. That in itself has taken some of my attention away, which is no one's fault but myself. Also, starting a new business venture. Yeah. And honestly, there's just been so much going on, you guys. There's been so much. And also the enemy has just been attacking me. In the things that God has called me to do, literally answer the call. I have not uploaded more than 2 episodes this year, which is just insane. That was not the goal. That was not the plan. And I'm very sorry. It's not fair to you. It's not fair to God. It's not fair to me. It's just not fair. So yeah, I just have to set my priorities straight. Okay. Which is what the purpose of this episode is. But I really just wanted to talk about how it is actually being a Christian. I used to think that when people will be like, oh my gosh, it's just so being a Christian isn't easy. You know what I mean? I would be like, okay, you're not doing it right. You're not doing Christianity correctly. Okay. Walking with God is easy. God has my hand and I'm just walking through a meadow of beautiful roses and, everything is nice and daisy. And you know what I'm saying? This year, I see what these people were talking about. No, y'all, I promise you, this is not easy. Huh? Oh my goodness, this is not easy at all. It is not easy. I'm just huh? The enemy really doesn't want us to succeed. It's crazy. It's crazy because how can you not want me to succeed? That's actually insane. It doesn't make any sense. It's really, 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 really mind-boggling to me that the enemy does not want me to succeed. And it doesn't make any sense, If you watch the episode that I did with the wonderful Minister Christina Igwe, my beautiful friend, I love her so much. She also has her own podcast called Be So For Real, but she came on mine and we were just talking about how the enemy doesn't want the children of God to succeed. And I was really dumbfounded. You really don't want me to succeed like that, for real? And she was like, Courage, the enemy has books upon pages upon pages about every single detail about your life to destroy you. They don't want you to succeed. And I'm just like, I think that's a bit much, but okay, no. But she was 1,000,000% correct. 1,000,000% correct. The enemy, look, The enemy is so clever, so clever. And if you're not grounded, like, you will fall for the trap. You could fall for the trap. And man, like, there's just been so much going on, and like, I one minute I'm confused, and the other minute I'm just like, okay, no, like, yay. And the next minute I'm just confused, like, God, is this really what you want me to do? Do you want me to just take this step? Do you want me to do that? Do you want me to do that? And I'm just like, okay, no. First of all, y'all, God is not a God of confusion. He's not a God of confusion, number one. Number two, I have really been letting the enemy just play with me, just like the little play thing, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because I was just so like unaware. I was so unaware and I was so naive. Like, no, the enemy really just not really like rock with me like that. Like, and it's crazy because I'm a great person. So like, how do you not, I think that's very arrogant of me, but like, how do you not like me? Like, what? That's crazy. But it's just by design. It's by design. Like, it's literally in the Bible. The enemy don't like the children of God. The enemy doesn't like us. And like, man, I've been doing myself a disservice by not really taking that seriously. And now when I'm in a level of elevation and progression and, you know, good things are happening around me, like, of course the enemy is going to attack that. And me being as naive as I was just like, no, there's something else going on. Like, no, actually it's the enemy. Yeah, the enemy doesn't like me. And I don't like them. So now what's up? Now that I have the knowledge of like, okay, this walk with Christ is not easy. It's not easy. Okay. Now that I have that knowledge, like, I'm just like, okay, now, like, you know, I gotta go to battle. I gotta go to war. It's really a fight for real. Like, I'm out here fighting for my life. I'm fighting for my life. Oh my goodness. But in all seriousness, yeah, man, like, the enemy has just, I'm not going to give them too much credit because a lot of it has to do with me and my complacentness. And like, I've just been lazy with uploading and content creation and everything, you know? So definitely like not going to give them too much credit because no. But yeah, man, this year has just taught me so much. I've learned so much about myself in the span of 3 months. And yeah, so that's what I just want to come on here and talk to you guys about, you know, like how I've been dealing with walking as a Christian through this new season. It's different. It's exciting. It's weird. It's uncomfortable. It's challenging. And one thing about me, you guys, is that I do not like I don't like being uncomfortable, but you need to be uncomfortable to grow, right? Right. But being uncomfortable, like having like uncomfortable conversations, awkward conversations with God, being open and vulnerable. Oh my goodness, it's so painful for me. It's so painful for me to be like very, very like, okay, you can literally like see all of my flaws. You know what I'm saying? I feel like everyone has a front. Everyone has like a, you know, like, this is me, my name is Courage, and like this, that, and like I do this, and that, but like you cannot get past that wall. There's very, very, very few people that get past the wall. Okay. And not only does God get past the wall, like he's inside, he knows things about me that I don't know about myself that like are constantly being revealed. Like, wow, I could do this, or I could do this, or I have this issue, you know, I need to pray about this, or maybe like I have this weakness, or I have this strength. You know, there's so many things that I'm learning about myself that God has already known. So like me being vulnerable with God, very new, very, very new. Voicing my vulnerability, I should say, because obviously I'm vulnerable with God, but like voicing like my innermost thoughts that I think, oh, like only I know like what I'm thinking. No, that's not true. God knows everything. God knows everything. He knows your thoughts even before you had them. He knew them the day he created earth. He knew everything. Like, he knows everything. So like being open and voicing my vulnerability and my thoughts and my concerns and my excitement to God, very, very new for me. Very new for me. And it is uncomfortable. And like I said, I do not like being uncomfortable. Also being that vulnerable with people, is very, very, very uncomfortable because I don't like crying. And when I talk about things that are vulnerable or emotional, or, you know, things that I'm actually really struggling with, instant waterworks. Like, I will start flooding with tears, and I just don't like it, but it's necessary to build healthy relationships. So, that is another thing I'm going through. Like I'm just learning honestly that walking with God, it's not easy, which is why it's the narrow path, right? I I don't know if I've just been sheltered or what, but I just thought that this is just going to be super easy, like I have a vision in my head, or like my vision in my head. Now I know that's not the vision for God. That's not the vision that God has for me, but it's like my vision of steps that needs to be taken in order for me to be successful, in order for me to get what I want. Like I have to do A, B, C, D, and E. But if F happens, no, we can't go with F. So we have to skip to G, H, I. You know what I'm saying? Like just letters, like just steps that I had in my mind that, okay, this has to happen, then this, then this, then this, and this, and this. And I'm just realizing that, hey, you know what? You don't know nothing. Courage, you don't know anything. You don't know anything about the future. You don't know anything. Okay? The only thing you know is that you are alive, and then you have responsibility, and then God is going to protect you in all ways. You just have to lean on him, and trust that he has your best interest at heart. That's all I know. I'm just out here winging it at this point because my plans for 2024 have gone out the window, okay? But at the same time, I've gotten everything I wanted. So like, it's just weird. It's just crazy. Anyway, I don't want to ramble, but that's just something that I'm going through. It's just very, very, very interesting, and I just have to lean back on my favorite verse. This is my favorite verse of all time. It's Philippians 1:6, being confident of this, that he who began a good thing in you will carry it to completion in the name of Christ Jesus. Like that is my favorite scripture because it's true, because God has created something in me. And I know he'll carry it into completion. How he's going to carry it to completion, I don't know. And it's not my job to know, but it's so hard for me not to skip steps. I really want to know, like, even when I watch movies, like if there's something in there that's uncomfortable in the beginning or like in the middle, I will fast forward it immediately. Because why am I subjecting myself to being uncomfortable watching a film? And it could be something as simple as someone says something awkward, or like, there's like a weird moment about to happen. I'm just like, fast forward. I don't need to see that, but I can't do that in life. Okay. And it's really making me mad. It's making me mad, but I know everything's going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. You are going to be okay. I know I'm not the only Christian feeling like this, like sometimes I'm just like, man, God, like what is going on? Like I need like a game plan. And sometimes the game plan is just to trust God. That's it. And like it's hard for me to accept, honestly. Like I need the steps. I need to know what's gonna happen, ahead of time. So I'm just like, okay, let me prepare myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. All right, bet, let's go to the next level. Like, no, like you don't get to know that. Just trust God. That's all you can do. So yeah, that is the life update, you guys. I am excited for this new season. And I'm looking forward to see how God like molds me and creates a better version of myself in 2024. Like I said, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I'm turning 30 this year. Woohoo! Yeah, I'm turning 30. And I'm just honestly, I'm excited to leave my 20s. I'm not gonna lie, 20s is kind of ghetto, okay? And everyone says that 30s is like 20s but having money. So I'm just like... I'm ready to turn 30. So yeah, I'm just super excited for what this year has in store. And yeah, once again, y'all, I am so sorry. I will never, ever, ever take this long of a hiatus without a legitimate explanation. Like something had to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like I gave birth or something. You know what I'm saying? Like something like, oh, I need to take some time. Has had to happen. Like I'm not gonna take off like 6 weeks ever again, honestly. Like it's not cool, and it's not consistent, and consistency is one of my words for 2024, and it's just not been the case so far. So yeah, I am just really, really excited for everything that's going to happen. Also, I can announce that season 2 is coming up. Now, season 2 of Answer the Call is going to be completely different set. There's going to be a lot of guests on the show, which I'm super excited for. There's going to be a new theme song. You know what I'm saying? Like we're going to gather ourselves together. Okay. I'm just so excited for what God is going to do in this ministry. Like I cannot wait for you guys to see the revamped version of Answer the Call. Like all the guests that we're going to have on. Like I'm so excited. Like I can't even breathe, like how excited I am. So you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I know this is not the typical type of episode, but I did need to just come on here and explain where I've been. Like, I've been here, but I haven't been here. You know what I mean? Like I haven't been locked in, and now I'm locked in. All right. So thank you so much again for tuning in with me and just chatting with me for a couple minutes. Make sure you like and subscribe our YouTube channel because, we're trying to grow. At the end of the day, it's all about consistency on my part, but please just, help me out and like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram and TikTok because we have a whole bunch of behind the scenes over on those channels. And whether you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, like wherever it is, thank you so much for just tuning in and just make sure you rate the show because it helps us a lot and it helps us grow as a ministry. All right. With that being said, thank you so much again for listening. Remember to stay happy, healthy, and blessed and answer the call that God has for you. Bye.